elegant, beautiful earrings that are easy to make using 8mm chatons and full-size Tila beads and beautiful findings. Let's look at the supplies. You'll need a pair of ear wires, the 2-hole Tila beads, 3mm bugle beads, 2 8mm crystal chatons that you'll first learn how to turn into the drop at the bottom of the earring, plus size 15 seed beads. Hi, I'm Sherry here at the Little Beading Closet, and I have an official partnership with Eureka Crystal Beads. In January of 2026, they sent me this beautiful Snow Queen Collection LITE, and that is where all the beads and findings to make these earrings came from. There will be a link to that collection in the video description, so if you just want an easy grab and go way of getting the supplies to make these, you can do that. But these are very standard beads that I know you might already have. So let's go ahead and start the earrings. First, we're going to learn how to make this bezel for the 8mm chaton. We're going to be using the size 15 seed beads and 3mm bugle beads, using 3.5 feet of thread on a size 12 beading needle. Start by picking up one of the bugle beads and one of the size 15 seed beads. You're going to want to repeat that for a total of 6 times. And then bring those down near the end of your thread, starting at the tail end. Needle back through all those beads one more time, and then pull it together. Knot your threads together and needle through the next bugle bead and seed bead. Time to trim off the tail. Pick up 5 more of the size 15 seed beads and come back through the one that your thread is exiting and pull those into a loop on the end. Needle through the next bugle bead and seed bead. Pick up 5 more of your seed beads. Come back through the one that your thread is exiting and make another loop of seed beads. Needle through the next bugle bead and seed bead and add 5 on every seed bead point. And the last 5, coming back through the seed bead here, pulling those into place. Now we're going to come up to the seed bead here at the end, turning it by hand, and needle up 2, pull that tight, and step through the one here on the end. Next, use your 3mm bugle beads to come through the end seed bead on each group of 5, but don't over tighten it at this time. Just let the bugle beads sit kind of more out on the side. Always needle through the end. Work all the way around. We'll tighten it up shortly. We have the last one, plus we'll be putting our chaton in. So come back through the seed bead where your other one is coming out of, kind of pulling that together. The bugle beads are going to want to start cupping up, and the chaton will sit here in the middle, and you're going to have to hold it with your fingers and pull the beads around it, tightening it up. And you might think that it's just way too big. You're going to be retracing the top row of bugle beads and seed beads and cinching it in. And push your stone in, pull. I'll come through a bugle bead and seed bead at a time, pulling tight. And with each pass of one bugle bead and one seed bead, holding the stone in and pulling tight, it really does start to secure it nicely. Make sure you go through all the beads one more time. with the method of holding the stone in and pulling tightly. So what once seemed loose should now be nice and secure. If you feel that yours is loose for any reason, just go through a few more beads on top. You'll want to finish by making sure that you're exiting a bugle bead. Now we're going to be adding more bugle beads, and pick up another one and come back through the one that your thread is exiting, pulling that on top of it. Needle back through the bead. You have 2 bugle beads, pick up one more, come back through the bugle bead that your thread is exiting, pulling that along the edge and coming back through it. You may need to retrace that just one time to really get that side by side nice and neat. Now you have 3 bugle beads, and we're going for a total of 4, so pick up one more, come back through this one, pull it onto the end, and come back through it. You can retrace that one time if you feel that's not tight. Now with the 4 bugle beads, we're going to connect the last one that we added to the one on the back side of the bezel, needling through this bugle bead that's here on the back of the bezel. You're going to be pulling the ones that you put together around your stone. So we're on the back side, come back through the bugle bead in that group of 4 and pull it all tight. You can retrace that loop right there if you feel that's not quite tight enough. The nice thing about bugle beads is they have a large hole, so they'll take multiple passes of the needle and thread. Now we're going to come to the next bugle bead. So we'll come through 1 bugle bead and seed bead, and then needle through your next bugle bead. We're here on the back, and now we're going to add 3 more of the bugle beads. Just like you did, one at a time. We added the first one, we'll add the second one, add the third one. After you add the 3 bugle beads, there's a total of 4. We're going to connect this one to the bugle bead here on the front of the bezel, coming out of here, needling through the bugle bead here, pulling those together, and then coming back through the bugle bead and pulling it tight. You can always retrace that one time. And now you have one more loop of the bugle beads around the crystal chaton. Needle through your next seed bead and bugle bead, and continue making the bugle bead loops, connecting the front to the back of the bezel on the other ones. And just finishing up adding the last wrap of bugle beads along the edge. And to end off the thread, I'll just retrace some more of the beads along the face of the crystal, and then trim off the thread. And then go ahead and make 2 for the earrings. Now we're going to take this bezeled 8mm chaton and turn it into the earring. You'll need an ear wire, 5 of the Tila beads, or you can make it as long or short as you want, some more of the bugle beads, and a few size 15 seed beads. And I'll put on about 14 inches of new thread. Begin with 1 Tila bead and 1 bugle bead, and bringing it down near the end of your thread, needle back through the Tila bead to make the bugle beads sit along the edge, and then knot the thread together, knotting it twice, just picking up 1 more bugle bead, coming back through the Tila, and to get it to line up perfectly along the edge, I'll retrace it, just pulling the beads tightly against each other, and exit the Tila. I'll trim off the tail, and then picking up 1 size 15, come through the middle bugle bead, which is the 3rd one up in the loop, And then pick up one more of the 15s and come back through the Tila, connecting it together. I'm going to retrace it one time to make sure it's nice and tight at this connection. Then needle up the bugle bead and come back through the Tila, picking up one more Tila, coming through the one that your thread is exiting, pulling it together. Needle back through the second Tila. I retrace my path once, and then just add a bugle bead along the edge. And then one more bugle bead for the other edge. I retrace it one time. It just helps cinch in the bugle beads, getting them to sit snugly right next to the Tila, and then working up, coming back through the Tila. Add as many as you want to have the earring as long as you'd like. Now all we need to do is attach an ear wire, and keeping a clean, simple line using a size 15 seed bead, the bugle bead, through the ear wire, and one more seed bead and bugle bead back through the Tila, and secure it with a few passes, pulling everything tight, and then needling away.